Hey guys, I'm Gopinder Laila. I'm a cosmetic dentist based in the UK, and in the last 5 years I've been absolutely obsessed with becoming the best cosmetic dentist I can be. It's been my sole focus, to be fair, and I've done loads of different things to try and get myself in a position where I'm a fully private cosmetic dentist, now with my own cosmetic dental clinic. And I wanted to start this YouTube channel to try and help both myself, not gonna lie, it is a little bit of a selfish reason, but also to help you younger dentists, because I know there's a lot of young dentists out there, and I can remember when I was a young dentist, only 4 or 5 years ago, there's so much struggle, so much stress that you can go with, and you, especially as dentists, you tend to be very ambitious, and I certainly was no different. I was very ambitious and I wanted to do really well, and I did loads of different courses, and dentists absolutely love courses. But I was stuck on the NHS, and I know there's a lot of dentists out there, they message me quite a lot on Instagram saying how they can try and put the skills that they have learned from all the courses that they've attended and all the money that they've spent into action, but they can't because patients don't want to go ahead with private dental treatment, or for whatever reason, maybe they're too nervous still to be able to do it. But I just remember all of these emotions, this feeling of hopelessness kind of come about quite a lot when I first graduated university. Actually, before that, I didn't actually enjoy dentistry. I wanted to quit a couple of times actually. When I was in university, I hated it. And thankfully, cosmetic dentistry was the only real thing that I had a little bit of an affinity towards. I enjoyed that part of it. But every other part of dentistry I didn't enjoy, and I'm sure if I had to do it again, I wouldn't enjoy. So like you, I went on loads of different courses, composite courses, porcelain courses, smile design courses, but I was on the NHS. I was doing 7,000 UDAs, earning £9 a UDA, and rarely getting any private work whatsoever, and I was very, very frustrated. But now I've got myself into a position, and it has taken a few years, but I've got myself into a position where I'm fully private. I just do the treatments that I want to do, and I only want to do a couple of different treatments. But I've managed to form my diary, so I'm only doing those types of treatments to patients that I like. I've got a long waiting list of patients wanting treatment off me, and they're traveling all up and down the country wanting treatment off me. And now I've managed to open a private cosmetic dental clinic, and we've only been open 1 year, and it's already been a massive success. So you might be thinking, why am I starting a YouTube channel? And sitting here right now doing this video, my first ever video, I'm thinking the same thing. I actually wanted to start a YouTube channel when I first opened this dental clinic in Cheshire, and that was at the start of 2024. I said to myself, I want to document the journey of me opening a dental clinic, and for a few different reasons, which I'm going to go into. But the reason that I didn't start last year, and maybe if you've opened your own business in the first year, it's a bit full on, man. A lot of things are going on. You don't really know what you're doing. And even to this point, it's still a lot of things going on. But I said to myself, enough's enough. It's been a year. I need to get on to this YouTube hype. I feel like the future is on YouTube. There's a lot more views on YouTube than most other platforms. Me, myself, personally, I don't really watch anything. I don't watch Netflix, I don't watch TV, I don't watch anything. But I managed to carve out 10-15 minutes of TV whilst I'm eating food, for example. And I'll always choose YouTube. So I do think YouTube's the future. So I wanted to try and, just to be honest with you, I wanted to try and build a brand and a profile on YouTube. But also, I think it's quite cool for me to have videos where I'm documenting the things that I'm learning as I'm going along for a couple of different reasons. One is maybe in 5 years down the line, if I've managed to be consistent with it, which is what I plan to do, maybe I'll have like a profile of all these videos that I can go back on, and I think that's quite cool. And also I think one of the things that I'll be talking about the most is the things that I've learned, things that I've not done well, mistakes that I've carried out, and me simply talking about them and trying to explain how they could help you as a younger dentist. I think it will help me selfishly solidify that bit of learning and try and ingrain that bit of learning in me a lot more. So I think selfishly there's a lot of reasons why I'm doing this YouTube channel, but selflessly, I remember, like I said at the start of this video, being there on the NHS, struggling and looking at all of these amazing before and after pictures on Instagram, and you're not even able to do any work. And I would have loved someone who was 4 or 5 years ahead of me, giving me guidance, providing me with some value and things that have allowed him or her to get to the position that they are in. So that's another reason I wanted to do it, to help you younger dentists be able to progress in your dental career, earn more money and carry out treatments that you want to carry out, and just have a bit more of a fulfilling career. That is the main reason that I have started a YouTube channel. A few different reasons. I don't plan on being amazing at it. In fact, the fact that it's a new thing that I'm doing, I know I'll be rubbish at it. However, I am trying to commit to it in the long run. And maybe after a couple of years, I won't be that bad at producing YouTube videos and trying to communicate the ideas that I have on camera. Right now, it feels extremely awkward for sure. But I think this is, in general, with any skill that's worthwhile that you're trying to acquire, and this is something that I've learned in the last year, there's a lot of skills that you have to try and acquire when you run a business, and a lot of those skills are completely new to you and they're very difficult to acquire. And if they were easy, then everyone would have them. But one thing I've realized is that to acquire the skills and get those skills, it just takes a lot of time, a lot of repetition, a lot of volume of doing it and trying to learn what you've done right, what you've done wrong, and trying to continue to improve at it. And that's what I plan on doing with YouTube. So don't kind of expect these amazing videos with amazing bits of advice initially. I'm not certainly expecting that. I'm not expecting tons of views as well. And if you want to try and join me on this journey of becoming a bit better at YouTube, I'm not going to become Mr. Beast or anything, but maybe a little bit better at YouTube, then join me. I would love that. However, if you said to me, look, I'm not going to watch this guy's videos until he's actually good, then fair enough. I wouldn't take offense to that. I'm not expecting tons of views, but like I said, I'm just here to try and provide as much value to you young dentists out there who are very ambitious, and try and provide some sort of light to try and give you a better, more fulfilling career. Well, that being said, guys, like, comment and subscribe on the video if you can. And if you have any ideas on topics that you want me to talk about, then certainly get in touch. I would love that. And yeah, subscribe.